back to another episode. Malfav is here. So actually, in our last episode, we discussed and learned how to conduct some basic static analysis on Nebula Worm. So you can check out my YouTube video to get us some knowledge on the way to analyzing a malware samples actually. So in this case, in this new episode, we have Njrat. So actually, Njrat is one of the most sophisticated rat in their own ages, back to 2011 to 2014. So Dark Comet, Njrat, Ardmax Kilometer. So they are a most common rats that abused by threat actors or international adversaries for their own malicious purpose. So actually, but nowadays Njrat is not a usable as well. It can be used again because there are some edition of Njrat again, but nowadays there are some other remote access Trojan tools like Kausar, Remkus Rat, Async Rat, and some web-based botnets like a blacknet and so on. Oh, actually, so we can just try to make a basic static analysis for Njrat, and let's see there are any suspicious blobs or not. You can just attach it against MZ header, so that indicates a portable executable, and that's actually some readable envelope strings over here. It's from resource section. This one is from resource because it's like an XML and assembly version, my application, and request privilege is invoker. So actually that's mean you can run as administrator. It have administrator level, and if you run as a normal user, it have a normal user level. So actually it's a good information. You can try to read it from hex editor, but actually decoded text is a little bit messed and not like other ones. We can try to use flosses or strings to get a brief information about it. So actually let's try to detect it easy, and let's see what's inside it. Actually detect it easy. So detect it easy provide a good information for us, like operating system is for Windows, 32-bit architecture, compiler VB.NET, library.NET, and linker is a Microsoft linker, and you can try to click entropy to see it's a packet or not. So overall it's not a packet. By section, again by section it's not a packet too. In here you have strings. You can just try to read string by ANSI and Unicode. We have both. You have some readable ones, and let's see, we have this maybe that's a host, because the way of the Njrat work, you have to have a hostess and have a port. So this one could be for persistent mechanism. It's a server.exe. So by default, if you build a payload in Njrat, it's actually named server. That's a base64 encoded CV host, maybe the other name, X example, maybe other name. Yeah, that's I think it's a builder. It's a builder stuffs, because have some operations like restart computer, shutdown, and log off, and so on. Disable task manager, yeah, task kill. So I think it's some mechanism that's available in a builder itself in this new version of Njrat. Yes, it's a version 8. So actually version 8 have some other mechanism like disabling task managers because there are some other tools available. Let's see, try to read it. Yes, process viewer, process hacker, process explorer, and task manager, but it doesn't have advanced pilot armoring to defend itself, because there are other tools. Yeah, the other tools can be used for process monitoring, like a system informer, a process explorer. Oh, process explorer and process hacker is available. Maybe auto run and um, or other process monitoring toolkit. Um, so we can try to use detect it. No, Dion Spy. Yes, Dion Spy. Or we can just try to open on PE Studio, or you can try to use CFV Explorer. But actually, PE Studio is a good one to get a brief information again. 45A, the hashes. That's a graphical user interface. So module's name, manifest, and compiler stamp. Yeah, it's back to 25 June, 3 days ago. Good. So that's a string. Have some suspicious strings here. And .name namespace. That's a version. Signature. Yeah, some suspicious stuffs over here. So some malicious API, like get for grow Windows is a for screenshotting. So I think for kill logging, download file, download data. So because in Njrat you can just try to use for a multi-purpose, for example, script execution, copy file, import file, and so on. The library is, yes, it's a for users. It's a for, I think, for networking, kernel 32 for registry stuffs. Yeah, and that's for registry. Yeah, you can just try to click indicators to have a brief information. So module names, metro tactics, import flags, libraries, compiler timestamp is, namespaces, importers, libraries, and so on. And just try to read a manifest again. We saw from hex editor. Okay, let's back to here and just drop it into here. Let's see what it does for. Yeah, so let's try to click this W and go right click, just go to entry point. I think it looked like obfuscated in some way, but let's see what we can read it from it. Yeah, last key, I think it's for key logging. This one is for screenshot this piece of code. Yeah, this one from key logging. Yes, because the key is a shift key, lift key, control key, F keys over here, enters, tab, enters, on other stuffs. Yeah, we have mentioned from PE Studio, the user DLL is actually for user stuffs, or taking screenshot, a keyboard, and other stuff so that threat actor can abuse it. Yeah. So we have something last AV. So last AV, we are trying to log. So that's a manager, could be MGR. Again, many libraries. Trying to find those processes, process hackers, and process explorer, and task manager. I believe that if it found it, it start killing itself. Yeah, in process, or maybe doesn't kill itself, the baller, I mean, start to suspend or kill those monitoring toolkit. Yeah, so the OK, try to click the OK. So I think that's the main code. We have it from here. In here, Let's see. Yeah, it's for camera. It's trying to get a camera. Yeah, it's trying to get a camera because in Njrat you can enable the camera of the victim. Yeah, it's for get a screenshot. You can trying to remote view, and just for connect it. Trying to connect it. Yeah. DLV and trying to read it. GTV. It's for hard drives, and let's see. It's a for mic. Yeah, it's not a for internet. Sorry, it's a for microphone, because in Njrat or direct comment you can enable the microphone of the victim. Yeah, because that's a input. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry for my last false information. And this one is for, let's see for what. Yeah, it's actually for shutting down the computer or restarting. Yeah, and that's one. To speak. Yeah, that's related to microphone stuffs. Disable, enable. It's trying to disable CMD, disable a registry tool from the policy. Yes, that's true. It may be trying to disable shutting down the computer, but actually it doesn't, because it look like being suspicious. Yeah, trying to interact with the shell Pascal force iam.ping.exe. Oh, good. Trying to download passes.execute, .exe, and drop into temp file and start executing, because process.start it's trying to drop into temp file and download from the Dropbox and start executing text.8, and it trying to drop that's a text.8, actually text.8, trying to drop it into temp folder and the pass.exe. So it, if not exit, it's trying to download it and start executed, because here's a process.start. Let us see what's the interesting stuff is here. So actually it could be for the logis temp.txt. Yeah, it's trying to okay send, but send to where? To text 10. Yeah, to text 9. Yes, it's trying to send all of the logos into the temp.txt from the temp folder. So the whole operation is from temp folder. And let us see what we have. The most interesting stuffs to read it. Actually, there's a lot of information available from this payload. So I believe this message to trying to chatting with the victim, because Njrat have this capability. You can chat with the victim. Yeah. Niche firewall. Maybe in here trying to add this software into firewall, and firewall start not scanning. Yeah, like an exclusion. Let's see. Okay, .anti. Yeah, let us see what we other have. Let's try hold the code. This doesn't try to passes any of them. Various. Yeah, I think it's a full builder of the Njrat. Yeah. Good. Yes. That's architecture. It's for camera. Again. So it's for registry, because as we mentioned, use advanced API for registry. I think with the kernel 32.dll it can be used too. Task kill, auto run, dir. So Let's see what other stuffs we trying to find through this static analysis. Yeah, trying to add it maybe to a lot program or let it, so it's actually interact with the shell, and it's for some kind waiting. It's for waiting cmd.exe slash k ping 0 and dal. And it maybe trying to zip all of the logos that it gathered and back to the server. So actually trying to interact with this one with a port number. Actually that's a port number, and that's a base 64. It's not necessary to decode because it's not like a good information for us. So actually that's all of the Njrat, so you can just try to take a journey for yourself. Bye bye.